there, bestie. So this is going to be a listen-only video because Trump's administration has been formed, and of course, the blogs are going to go ahead and fan the flames of racism. So initially, there's this because Stephen Michon is now the communications director. I guess that was the last person needed to fill out the team. So Trump administration selects Stephen Michon as their comm director, right? So here is the whole team. That's everyone. So Neighborhood Talk says, neighbors, it looks like the Trump administration is taking shape. I don't see one of us in sight. What do y'all think about this? So what I'm going to do is read the comments, and then of course I'll go ahead and let you know what I think. So we know some of these people, of course. There is 5 women out of 25 people. People seem to have a problem with every single last one of these people. Every single last one of these people. First comment says, y'all only look at color, but I'm only looking for who can fix the economy, the border, and bring world peace, because the last time we chose color, Cam, all of that worsened. So I'm not going to put that on Cam necessarily, but for all the people worried about how many people of color are in here, we talk about people of color all the time in a lot of different positions, specifically mayor, and choosing people based off of color and identity politics, like we've said many a times before, it doesn't necessarily work. Now, has he picked the most qualified people? Who knows? Time will tell. I'm not really sure of who the hell all these people are, but we definitely going to be taking a look at it, right? But I certainly didn't think that he would be picking people based on color or ABCD or whatever other things that people want to do as far as DEI is concerned. So I don't even understand why this is brought up. You knew what it was going to be. Do we want things to get better, or do we still want to complain about the things that we've been complaining about that people didn't necessarily care for, and now it's being taken care of, and still you're mad? I mean, what did they think was about to happen? I mean, I can give you a couple of examples of what Biden put in.
One sec. Democracy's calling. See you, Daddy. Bye.
Hi, my name is Cooper, and this is a day in my life as a White House intern.
We did it, Joe. Hey, everyone. Vogue.
Usually I start off with a big coffee. Sorry, they're like really strict in here.
Hey, Jenny. I booked you a nail appointment, love.
Yeah, I didn't tell you to do that.
It's called Initiative. Hi, White House. This is Cooper. I don't think so. Oh, doesn't matter.
This is actually the entrance to the West Wing. This is so fun, and it's really prestigious.
Hey, POTUS. Is Olivia Rodrigo still here?
No. We've come a long way in our fight against this virus. We've vaccinated 160 million Americans. Are you getting this all down?
Don't worry, Queen. It's all right here.
Cooper.
Sorry, Miss Jen. And Jen, don't forget to have fun. Spirit fingers, Mama.
We need to get shots in the arms of every single American.
I'm heading to a haircut.
Comment if you want.
Metro issued a felony warrant on December 8th for Sam Brinton. Brinton's charged for grand larceny with a value between $1,500 and $5,000. The 35-year-old works for the Office of Nuclear Energy. According to the warrant, a woman who had traveled from Dulles International Airport outside Washington, D.C. to Harry Reid on July 6th couldn't find her luggage. She filed a police report on the 10th. Police identified Brinton as the suspect after seeing a news report about a luggage theft at the Minneapolis-St. Paul International Airport on September 16th.
Next comment says, fun fact, Trump's election will single-handedly destroy the remaining wealth of the Black community. In Trump's first term, every person he hired was white, except for maybe 2 token Blacks, Ben Carson at HUD. This time around, he hasn't hired a single Black person to his cabinet, not even the sellout, simply because he doesn't need to pretend anymore. Black women are the biggest minority demographic of federal workers. Elon Musk has promised to fire 75% of the federal workers, and Project 2025 requires firing anyone not deemed trustworthy to Trump. Black women supporting their interests are seen as Trump's biggest enemy, voting against him at 90%. They will fire and unemploy Black women from all sectors of government or positions of authority and bleed the Black community of much needed income. When this happens and the streets effed up, remember these numbers. Don't get confused and think something else happened. It's this. And remember the 20% of Black men who betrayed us all to bring this and target them. So let me go ahead and opine here. Now, I'm not sure if Elon is responsible for reducing by 75% of the federal workforce, But does that mean that since this man made this comment that most of the workforce of the federal workers are Black women? Is that what he's saying? Because I don't know that either. And I honestly don't feel like looking it up. But here's the thing. And I'm not defending Trump because I do not defend Trump because you know how I feel about him. But why is it that it always has to be brought up about Black women, the Black community, blackity, black, 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 black? When are we going to get it through our heads that we maybe should start listening and stop doing the same things over and over and over again, expecting a different result? I mean, you're out here running off at the mouth, talking negative and nastily, and he ain't ish, and he a racist, and he a this, he a that, he a this, he a that, and everybody he chooses ain't no good. You got these blogs talking about every single step he makes. Shout out to Bobby Brown. Everything that he does, good, bad, and indifferent, whatever, it's all going to be negative. It's all going to be a negative connotation. So then you think after all of that, you think that they're supposed to come through and then do what? After someone has been talking negatively and nastily about you for all this time. So they're supposed to come through and then save you? They're supposed to come through and do you a favor? They're supposed to come through and care for you? Is this not kind of the same difference as Black women? This man brought it up, so I'm just going to elaborate on it. Black women who were upset that the Black men didn't vote with them, even though they did, I believe, 80%? So now y'all are online bashing them, talking about them, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums, and then online talking about Latinos because they went and voted for daggone Trump and you didn't appreciate that. So y'all online talking about them, crusty, dusty, musty, rusty, ashy ass bums. And then you allow someone like Joy Reid and many other Black people I've seen on TikTok and Twitter talk about white women that betrayed Black women, that did the wrong thing, that lied to our face, that just did this to us. Oh my God. See, sometimes if you would listen and just shut the fuck up, then maybe situations wouldn't be this way. Now, mind you, this person is just saying this. He doesn't know anything. But just imagine if it does happen, would it be a surprise? I'm serious right now. I'm asking y'all to answer the daggone questions. How many times would you, listening to me right now, whoever you are, if someone came for you all the time, gave you a hard time, pushed at you, picked at you, called you names, talked about you from sunup to sundown, and had nothing positive to offer, said the worst things in the world about you, and then turn around and try to act like, what happened? What happened? I'm not saying he gonna do it. I'm not saying he is gonna do it. All I'm saying is why is it that you all can say whatever you want about whomever you want, whenever you want, as much as you want, and then turn around and look at things like, I can't believe somebody's going to do something to me. What do you expect? Black women would not allow anyone to come through and talk about them and carry on about them in the ways that they do to a lot of people. And I'm a Black woman. Shout out to YouTube. So I get lumped up into this mess because, listen, the man is in here. We want him to succeed, but y'all out here trying to act like you want him not to. Biden was in there. We wanted him to succeed. It hasn't been working by y'all's own mouth. By y'all's own mouth, it hasn't been working. All the kickouts, all the food prices. Now the food stamp only went up $1. We just went over that. You can't get your food stamps. No one has a place to live. Everybody's on the daggone street. People are not being convicted for the crimes. Stores is closing down, the Walgreens, the CVS. Now everyone is being laid off. And y'all are still talking mad sugar honey iced tea. When is it going to be? Let's go ahead and have some faith. Remember the Lord that Black people typically believe in? Not all. Remember God that we're supposed to have faith in? Remember how we're not supposed to have fear? Remember all those things from the Bible? Where's all that at? I don't hear y'all talking that bit about none of that. Y'all want this man to fail. Y'all want this administration to fail on the strength of so you can say, I told you so. Y'all want this man and this administration to fail so badly just so that you can say, I told you so. I told you so, which is typically the way it works. It's about getting back at somebody else because your funky feelings was hurt for 5 seconds instead of doing and thinking about what's best for the whole world in this case, specifically the United States of America and Black people on top of it. That's why when we saw Roland sitting there talking about he basically said the same thing. He can't wait till something fails. That's why they're going to be picking at every single daggone thing. Now, we didn't see the left go for DEI. It failed. It didn't work. Go for ABCDs. It failed. It didn't work. I'm talking about in the daggone administration. Then you got affirmative action to come to be lost. Now y'all carrying on about that. Like, why can't you just work, go to work, shut the F up, and live your daggone life? It has to be a fight upon a fight upon a fight and trying to tell somebody when you don't have control over anything but your daggone selves. So y'all want to continue the way that we have been continuing is what I'm hearing. And if it is a success, you're going to find every way in the world to make sure that it looks like it doesn't. You're going to blame everything that happens in this administration on racism. We already know. Even things that are successful, you're going to blame it on racism. We're going to ignore the things that are going on in the actual community, the things that are being done to the community, by people that look like people in the community. Ignore that. You're going to ignore Tiffany Henyard, ignore Brandon Scott, ignore Brandon Johnson, ignore LaToya Cantrell, whatever her name is, child. Shane Gao, Patricia Price, Fannie Willis. I mean, anything that a BIPOC does, even if it's wrong, y'all just okay with it just because they're a BIPOC. And if somebody white does something wrong, they got to be crucified to the daggone wall. Are we not seeing this? Is it just me? Is it just me? I know you're going to call me names. I know I'm a white supremacist talking white supremacist talking points. It can't possibly be treat others the way you want to be treated. It couldn't possibly be treating others the way that you want to be treated, right? Y'all telling me y'all experiencing this much racism in your life? Y'all telling me that you got white people coming to you every daggone day, if not on a weekly basis, to give you a hard time, to call you the N-word and to keep you from doing something, keep you down? Y'all telling me that that's affecting your life that daggone much? You telling me that you can't be successful? Y'all are telling me that y'all can't be successful, but the people that you listen to who are first generation millionaires can be successful, but you can't. No one said that you had to be a millionaire, but you're telling me that the Trump administration is why your life is horrible. You're telling me the reason why your life is horrible is because of white people. You're telling me that every single problem in your life is due to white people. Is that what we're saying? Is that what we're saying? So y'all gonna tag on to this type of stuff right here? I mean, I hope they are successful because that's going to be good for the rest of us. And yes, I never wanted anything bad to happen in any administration. Never, ever, ever, no way. Even with Obama, even though he did that damn Affordable Care Act and it cost me with that mess. I adjusted and moved forward. I ain't call that man out of his name. I ain't say nothing bad about that daggone man because I understand different people get in and they're going to have their own daggone agenda. The question is it for the American people at the end of the daggone day? And instead of people looking at that type of stuff and seeing if what was done by whoever the last person was that was a benefit to you or not, y'all would rather sit around and say, it's not right, it's not fair, white supremacy, discrimination, racism. Child, I'm tired of saying it. I'm honestly tired of saying it. You will make any excuse in the world to blame someone else for your downtrodden life and your non-successes instead of looking in the daggone mirror, going to get the daggone help that you need, putting head to paper, head to the ground, putting your thinking cap on and getting to where you need to get to or asking someone for help. How about that? That's crazy talk. When I say you should go to Dave Ramsey, I got people in the comments talking about he a racist. Child, I don't give a damn. If he got the daggone information that I need, why would I care that he's a racist even though I don't believe that that's true either? Why wouldn't I get the money? Susie Orman, she a racist too? Because she's another person that's been on my list of people that I've gotten financial information from. Melody Hobson, she happens to be Black. I guess it's okay to get information from her, but from no one else. Y'all really tie yourselves up. You really tie yourselves up. But child, let me see what else. Next one, you get what you ordered, no color. Y'all asking where the Black people at, as if the Black people in any Democratic administration ever helped Black people anyway. Black Trump voters finding out they're not part of the program. Don't you love how people always say that you're not part of the program, where I've gotten plenty of program parts, even though I was Black and nobody had to specifically say, girl, You know this for black people. No, I just did my research. I had questions. I got my answers. I reached out and I got what I needed. Like, seriously, y'all you will be where you are based off of you. Please stop this with saying that it's somebody else's fault. Next one says, didn't someone tell you this is an all-white party? Ask the ones that vote for him. For the rest of us, we're not surprised. The black jobs buffering like Netflix, not one in sight. Those aren't the black jobs he spoke of. This looks about MAGA, and Candace Owens thought she had a chance. Another ignorant person talking about mess. Candace Owens never said that she was trying to vie for a spot in the daggone administration. But they're going by blogs as usual. These are blogs leading people, and then these are ignorant people in the comments who won't go look into anything or go see who these people are, what they're supposed to do, and watch them individually or whatever to see what happens. They're just going to wait for blogs to post and persuade them and lead them, and then they'll be out here mad, glad, and sad, and then spouting crap that most of the time probably is not true, and just being downtrodden and miserable for 4 years on the strength of a daggone blog. I refuse. Shout out to me. I'll be on vacation several times between now and this time next daggone year. I'm going to continue, praise the Lord, to work. And I know that at any moment, my Fortune 500 job could change their mind on what the fuck they going to do. But that's okay, because I'm already trying to figure out what my next move is, because I'm not going to let them be the determining factor on what happens to me and mine. But that's just how I work. Everybody a lot of people seem to think that they can't think for their daggone selves, and you need to be led, and you're being led, you're allowing it, you're being told about it, and you still gonna do it. Child. Anyway, that's it. That's all. Y'all let me know what you think. Make sure you hit the like button, subscribe if you are new. I'll see you on the next one.
Better than to feed me anything, because I do not care.